Did you know that the average person gains around 2 to 3 kilos of extra weight during the Christmas and New Year period? Now that's crazy, I know, it sounds a lot of weight, and I know also you're not the average person watching this video, okay? Now the last thing you want to be doing is gaining more weight if you need to lose weight. And if you have weight to lose, then it's much easier for you to keep gaining weight. So it's very, very common that people gain weight during this time, okay? So what I'm going to tell you in this video is give you some top tips on how to make sure that doesn't happen and how to make sure you're not one of them statistics, okay? So what's very important is this. Number one, I want you to make sure that you keep active, that you keep moving. Now that may sound like common sense, but a lot of people during this 2 weeks, basically during Christmas and New Year, they actually put their exercise on hold. They kind of slow down, they sit down more, watch more films, and taking another 2,000 calories a day on average. So they wonder why they're gaining weight. Now what I do with all my clients, basically I make sure that they stay active. I don't tell them to sit down and enjoy themselves and relax. You can have different foods, you're obviously going to have some drinks. I'm not going to tell you not to enjoy life, but I want you to stay active and keep moving. That is essential. As long as you're still burning calories, then you're not going to be doing too much damage at the end of the Christmas period. Okay, so keep active, keep moving, stick to your workouts, get out and do some walking, get out and run around, do whatever it may be, but just keep on moving. That's really, really important. So another one to watch out for is don't overconsume too many calories. Because if you are taking in too many calories, of course you're going to be gaining weight. So be mindful of what you are doing. If you just keep on eating like a dog or like a horse and you don't stop, then of course you're going to be gaining weight. So don't use the Christmas period and the New Year as an excuse to overeat. Don't basically use food as a reward or a comfort or just to keep stuff in your face to make you feel better, because that's how you're going to be gaining weight. Okay, of course enjoy the foods. I do. I eat chocolates, drink some alcohol, and do all the things that we should be doing, or we want to be doing, but I don't overconsume. I don't go crazy, and I still stay active and I still move around. I still work out at the gym. I work out at home, and I get out and run around with my son and the children, things like that. So I stay active. Very, very important. Here's another little tip. Now, I know diet drinks aren't the best thing for us. They're full of all sorts of chemicals and crap, but we've got to be aware of just during this short period, it's better to have diet drinks than it is to have like full sugar drinks. So you're going to be consuming alcohol, you're going to have drinks on the table. If you're offered Coke or whatever it may be, and just be aware, try to go for the diet type, because it's much better for you in that way of not consuming too many sugar calories during this Christmas period of time. Personally, I prefer if you don't touch any of it, but that's not always the realistic, okay? So number 4 is make sure you don't have too many sweets around the house. Sounds ridiculous really, because that's what happens during Christmas. But if you have bowls of sweets and goodies and chocolates and all these things in wrappers and boxes of chocolates that look fantastic, these are there to, you're going to want to eat them. They're there to make you, they're going to be cooling out for you. So just be very mindful of that. And the more you have laying around, the more you're going to want to eat, okay? So have a few, pull them away. Bring them out for the kids or whatever you're going to do for you and your husband, partner. Have a few, then put them away. Don't leave them out all day, because you will keep walking past and you will keep putting your hands in there and you will keep eating them. And I know I would do the same thing. We're human, that's what happens, sugar. And these chocolates are designed, and a lot of money's gone into these chocolates to make sure that we want to keep eating them and we want some more. So be very aware of it. Be very mindful of, if they're in front of you, you're going to eat them. Learn how to control that. Get rid of them, put them in the cupboard and pull them back out again, maybe for 20 minutes, and then put them away again, okay? Very, very important. Now, we're all going to be going to parties. That happens. It's the party season, and that's cool. One of the things you really want to be aware of when you go to parties, and not to create too much damage, is to basically don't go hungry. Don't go stressed. I mean, how often we're getting dressed, we're getting changed, we're on the go, we've got to get there on time, we've got to go and get some drinks, we've got to take some food, and we get there, we're hungry, we're tired, we're stressed, and we just go crazy, and we end up just drinking everything, we end up eating everything, a very common thing. So try to think in advance, get to the party where you're not hungry. Try to get to eat before, eat some proteins and some salads before you go from some Christmas leftovers that you've had or whatever it may be. But try not to go starving. Some people are like, I'm not going to have dinner or I'm not going to have lunch because I'm going to have lunch when I get there. And then you have a little breakfast, and then when you get there for lunch, you eat everything, which is quite common. I've done this myself. You're actually looking forward to getting there, and then you just polish off everything in sight. So what you need to do, especially the chocolates in the beginning, so what you need to do is eat before you go. Maybe have some fruit, maybe have some proteins, like some ham and beef or whatever you may be, some egg. Just eat something before you go so you're not ravenous when you turn up, okay? And also be aware of when you are there, you don't start drinking from the first moment you get there, and it's not like a competition, how much can I drink before I get home? Because I know we want to enjoy ourselves. I've been there myself. You know, I've been plastered, I've had a lot to drink, you know, I'm not totally clean, but I'm very aware of that, when to say enough is enough. Now, of course, I'm not trying to lose 20 kilos, 10 kilos, 5 kilos, so I could be a bit more relaxed if I wanted to. But if you're trying to lose weight, just be aware of when you drink, what's going to happen is you're drinking more calories, and then what's going to happen, you're probably going to end up eating more to try and sober up, and then the next day you want to eat all sorts of rubbish because you're trying to deal with the hangover and you're feeling sorry for yourself. So it's a massive knock-on effect. And what also people are doing as well, which is a good tip to remember, is don't let Christmas roll all the way over into the new year. All right? You can feel it already, right? You start Christmas and you carry on eating, drinking, and you're having all these chocolate sweets and carry on eating all the way through the week between, all the way into the new year, and you're just still going. And that's why people consume too much food, too many calories, and they basically put on, say, 2-3 kilos. Not a good way really to start the new year. So when you've actually finished your food, your Christmas, get rid of the crap, get rid of the chocolates, get rid of everything in sight that you know can cause a lot of damage, but keep all the proteins, of course, the good foods that you can have, and get rid of the sweet, sugary stuff, and just sort of then come into the new year. Don't let it roll on into a whole week, 10 days of eating total rubbish. We've still got chocolates left over from Christmas. This is going on 10 days after Christmas, okay? So think of it like that. Be very aware of what's around you. Be very aware of your emotions and your state. If you feel, I need something, I eat all these chocolates, control yourself. It's 9 times out of 10, it's because they are around you. And of course, if there was a box of chocolates on that table right now in front of me, I'll probably be eating them while I'm talking to you. So it's a good thing that they're not there, okay? Be very aware of what's around you, what you can see, you will eat. So that's it from me. I hope these tips helped you. And if you need any more advice, just write below this video and I'll be more than happy to give you some more advice on whatever it may be about nutrition, about Christmas, about food, the holiday, whatever. I'm here for you. Take care and have a great Christmas. Bye for now.